Here you go, though.
I vote for who will win. And for whatever reason, Harris has never been popular. You can count the number of delegates she won in the 2020 primaries on one hand, as long as that hand has no finger.
Bill Maher just gave a brutal reality check to Kamala Harris and the Democrats at a time when the media and the liberal base are circling the wagons for her. They're saying she's an amazing candidate. You've heard this talking point that the Trump campaign is really scared to run against Kamala. Bill Maher speaks the truth and points out, A, she's an astroturfed candidate. B, nobody likes her. Are we just forgetting the fact that she completely collapsed in 2020? And C, I guess I'll add this, she's very radical in terms of her politics. So check this out, folks. I think this is a hilarious segment that demonstrates why liberals are really not happy with Bill Maher at the moment. But folks, if you enjoy the content, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe if you are new, and without further ado, check this out. Bill Maher gives an assessment of Kamala Harris.
I just want to be your guide here and tell you what the choices are. Kamala Harris, vice president, will get all of Biden's campaign money, and on the Democrats' best issue, abortion, she's a walking reminder to women that Republicans are coming for the abortion pill. She won't just protect Plan B. She is Plan B. And as a former prosecutor, Kamala was putting criminals in jail back before liberals decided that was a bad thing. And now that CVS is locking the shaving cream behind plexiglass, Democrats are coming around to her again. Harris would be the first woman president, first black woman president, and first Asian president. But I don't vote for who will be the first. I vote for who will win. And for whatever...
You heard that at first. You're like, oh, the liberals are going to be happy. He's praising Kamala. He's doing the talking points. Here you go, though.
I vote for who will win. And for whatever reason, Harris has never been popular. You can count the number of delegates she won in the 2020 primaries on one hand, as long as that hand has no fingers.
True.
In 3 years as vice president, she's been quieter than an electric car. And like an electric car, your MAGA uncle can't explain why she fills him with homicidal rage. She just does. Sometimes life isn't fair. It's not fair that she's not popular. She's intelligent and accomplished, and in fact was put in charge of the border. And look at how... Okay, bad example. Gavin Newsom is the governor of California.
Yeah, and that's the thing to understand. I'm not saying Republicans should get complacent. We certainly should not underestimate, I'm not going to say not underestimate Kamala, but underestimate the power of the Democrat machine to prop her up. But that's important to point out. She is completely astroturfed. She is propped up. She has never won a single delegate in a presidential primary ever. She gained, I believe, 0.5% of the entire Democrat primary vote in 2020. And let's not forget that. She is the type of person who, yes, would be installed based on no merit. Yes, she is a DEI appointment, and that's what she is, an appointment to the Democratic nomination, but never the type of person who would win an actual Democrat primary. And we saw that. We saw how spectacularly she collapsed the last time she tried to run. People seem to forget that. I think most Republicans forget that, and probably Democrats as well. The Democrats choose to pretend like they don't remember it, but I think you see the evidence right here of just how astroturfed Kamala Harris really is, because let's go to a tweet from our favorite liberal doppelganger of me, Victor Shi. This is a big Biden influencer for people who are not familiar, and he tweeted this out today. He says, holy cow, completely packed stadium for VP Kamala Harris on her first campaign stop as the presumptive Democrat nominee in Wisconsin right now. People... Read this line right here. People are so fired up, energized, and ready to support Kamala Harris. So, wow, you're thinking it's a completely packed stadium? How big is this? We'll take a look at this video. Check it out and see for yourself. Yeah, so spoiler, in case you cannot tell, that is a high school gym. And I'll give them this. It's a bigger high school gym than normal. Okay, it's a decent crowd size in comparison to what Biden was getting. But at the same time, a completely packed stadium, really? Is this the affirmative action? Is this the DEI version of a packed stadium? Because that's barely a stadium, okay? A high school gym, I guess maybe is technically a stadium. I don't know. Nobody calls it a stadium. But this is exactly, again, a prime example of how propped up Kamala Harris is. The Democrat influencers, the media are going to celebrate her because she's a DEI pick. Oh my gosh, she's so heroic. She's so brave. She's so diverse. But unfortunately for them, I think it is coming true. They are going to be in for a rude awakening in November because all that talk about first female black president, maybe people in 2008 when it came to Obama somewhat bought that line, but you saw even in 2016 Hillary Clinton going around and calling everyone sexist every 2 seconds if you did not support her. Hillary Clinton saying you should vote for me because I'm a woman. Yes, I'm with her. That did not work for her back in 2016, and she was arguably a much more talented politician even than Kamala Harris is. And by the way, Kamala Harris is also a lot more propped up than Hillary ever was. Now, they do have some similarities, yes. To some degree, Hillary was also propped up. Hillary was a person who ran in 2008, really struggled. She blew her lead essentially in the 2008 primary against Obama because she was not likable. But come 2016, she essentially was given the party mandate. In some ways, you could argue they skewed the Democrat primary against Bernie Sanders to make sure he didn't win. So Hillary was somewhat propped up. She was somewhat untalented and an affirmative action hire of a politician. And you saw what happened to her. Well, now it is 2024. The national environment, the political climate in the country, first of all, already unfavorable to Democrats as it is. But on top of that, Kamala Harris is infinitely more propped up than Hillary Clinton ever was. At least Hillary Clinton, whatever you think of the way the Democrats conducted the 2016 primary, Hillary actually won the delegates. Kamala Harris did not fight for the delegates. She did not win. She never would. So again, you can prop up Kamala as much as you want. But the sheer fact of the matter is this, as Bill Maher himself brings up, the people don't actually like her. And no amount of this shilling for her by the hardcore liberal base is going to get independent voters to come around. Kamala Harris is underwater with independent voters. It may work in California. It may work in New York. You may see the increased voter turnout from the liberal base. But please tell me how Kamala Harris is going to win the Rust Belt. How is she going to win, say, white working class union workers, the very swing voters that won Trump in 2016? Joe Biden with the whole Scranton Joe facade did not have much appeal with them, but at least he had a little bit. At least he had a little something where he could go to those people and say, look, I'm just like you. Kamala Harris does not have that. She is a Bay Area diversity hire Democrat. She represents the liberal base. Yes, she may even do a little better with fundraising because of that. But when it comes to winning the real votes of Americans, Kamala Harris has never won a national campaign outside of California. She didn't even come close in 2020. And my official prediction, let me just say, let's not get complacent. I'm not saying, oh, a Trump landslide is guaranteed, because if we learned anything from this year, we know nothing is guaranteed. Surprises can come, so don't get complacent. But it is my instinct, as it currently stands, she does not have the appeal that Democrats think she does. But I say, if they want to get behind Kamala, go ahead and do it, right? Because she is the least electable of the potential Biden replacements. So get arrogant. I hope the liberals get arrogant. I hope they really believe this is going to be the big thing that changes them the election. Because when they look at that electoral map on the morning of November 6th, again, I'm not telling anyone to get complacent, but I really do think they may be in for a rude awakening. So folks, let me know your thoughts on all of this in the comment section down below. Be sure to leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you are new, and until next time, God bless and peace.